Hello, Earthlings. Back at it, and yes, I'm doing these all in one setting, so I'm still gonna be wearing the same clothing. Um, so this is my next section of my book, and I'm gonna just read it, um, and then go on to the next section and stuff. So this is kind of adding to what I ended the other one about. Um, why their God is a narcissistic, abusive God, and they made him to be like that. This is where I was disclaimer on talking about abuse, and I'm going to use the true words for stuff. So if you have an issue with me saying rape and all that, it's going to bother you, and I understand that, but I promise it's for the good, because we need to call it what it is and not just, what do they call it, unconsensual sex. No, it's rape. Okay, so true words, all true words. Because the only way you can take power away from the action is by calling it the true word. Okay, their great god raped a virgin. You know who else did that? Zeus, in the form of a goose, which I don't know that whole story, but I remember reading about it or just watching about it. Either way, gods came down and raped humans and made demigods. So Jesus is a demigod. Anyways, I'm not sure if she was a virgin, the one that Zeus, raped. Probably did rape, or at least manipulated. Even if you're manipulating people into having sex with you, if they said no and then somehow you talk them and coerce them into doing it, yeah, that's still rape. Okay, because it wasn't two mutual consenting adults, and if they're children, even if they go, yeah, I totally want to do it, that is rape. They're fucking children and teenagers, anyone under 21, let's just put it that way, anyone under 21 who gets raped by someone who's quite much older, or even not their age, whatever, they're fucking teenagers. Stop sexualizing the teenagers, so that way teenagers can be teenagers. We always talk about how let kids be kids. Well, put teenagers in that category, because they have been over sexualized for so fucking long that it's disgusting. And I guarantee you, Virgin Mary, which I say in a bit, was a fucking teenage, or probably 14, 15 teenager, and had to have a child. So children shouldn't be having children. And honestly, even 21, you're probably not an adult. I would say more like 25 at least. Anyways, but either way, that was both rape by God. Horrible. I mean, Virgin Mary didn't even know she was having a child or even had sex, because she had to have some other dude. It wasn't even their God who came down and told her. It was, I think, the archangel. Oh shit, what was his name? I used to know this. Do I talk about it? Anyways, he tells her. An angel comes down and tells her. So the god dad, didn't even come down and tell her. He had some other dude go down and tell her. And then he also had some other dude raise his fucking child. Anyways, made her raise his child on her own. I'm going back to the God thing. This is why shit ran. I just need to focus on reading this, because I basically say it in here. Well, Joseph did step up and help. Well, hopefully he did. We never really talk about him, but I hope that he was kind to Jesus, even though technically Jesus wasn't his child. Anyways, I mean, he raised some other dude's child. He was there. He was at least present. The God dad over here didn't even come visit on the weekends. Then the asshole sperm donor had the audacity to sacrifice his only son. Yeah, I don't understand how you guys are so okay with a god sacrificing his son for the sins of a bunch of strangers. One person is not going to cure all the sin. That does not make any fucking sense. But anyways, I mean, I know the Romans killed Jesus, but his goddamn dad, God dad, not goddamn dad, God dad, knew it would happen and didn't even try to prevent it. Kind of like the authority, kind of like the authoritative figures of our land did to us with their damn virus pandemic. I mean, not having healthcare for all, like I was saying earlier. Pandemic was going to happen. We've been in a pandemic. People die every day just from the fucking flu because they don't have enough money to go to the fucking clinic and get simple medicine to cure the flu or help with the flu. Anyways, not to mention on that, workplaces don't want you calling in sick because they want you at work. So if anything, you're going into work causing yourself to be even more sick because you're not resting. So like that's a fucking pandemic. The way our work environment is a pandemic. Among all the genocide they created in the name of their god, it could have and should have been prevented, and all we needed was a healthy environment. That just sounds like a very toxic family to me, and shouldn't be used as an example of a healthy family. That is nowhere near healthy. Their God put Jesus' mother through a lot of pain by forcing her to watch her son die in a horrible fucking way and force her to feel helpless because she couldn't save him. Kind of like George Floyd calling for his mother before he died by a cop with his knee in his back of his neck, in his throat, the thing that you try to breathe out of. Yeah, that mother felt helpless too, I guarantee you. Their god sacrificed his demigod son for what? People he committed mass genocide on multiple times throughout history? That's pretty fucked up. Sounds like the police of today killing innocent children to call out for their mothers with their last breath. See the connection? Like, what the fuck? This isn't a god. That is an abusive, deadbeat sperm donor that abuses women and children. He literally sacrificed his only son. Like he didn't have other ones out there. I'm sorry, but just like our last not my president, he is not my god. Their religion is full of pain and abuse without the devil even being present. That is all their god's doing. He forced that on them, and they ran with it. Their God pointed the finger at the devil just like our politicians point the finger at the indigenous minorities who lived here before us white colonizers, and the Afro-Indigenous people they enslaved and brought over here all illegally. No one owns anyone or owns any land. There is enough land for us all to share and live peacefully on. They became brainwashed, then started brainwashing literally everyone. But we are proof that you can break away from the mind control, and all you have to do is to choose to. We do have a choice. Hold on a second. My little light is going out. Whatever. Anyways, my face might go a little weird, but whatever. Anyways, where am I at? We do have a choice to stop being destroyers and become healers. That is free will. And what they call natural disasters is actually man-made disasters. Global warming is real, and we need to reduce a lot of unnecessary mass-produced shit and reuse the crazy mass-produced shit we already have. Stop using harmful one-time use products that have zero purpose. We need environment healthy energy to help heal our planet. And we have all the resources to do this. We have more than enough. Enough, and I mean everyone and I mean everyone should have safe, clean shelter, healthy organic food, actually organic and locally grown, not this fake organic that still has pesticides and chemical shit on it. Clean, drinkable water and environmental friendly clothes. All for fucking free. We have been overcharged on all of it long enough. We need to change all that now, with or without the government's help for us now and in the future. They don't help us anyway. They don't care about us. We are just numbers. Literally, we have social security numbers, which allow us to be citizens. Might as well tattoo them on our arms. They mean the same thing. If you don't understand what I'm meaning by that, Go look in education history. Jews. The fucking pandemic proves that among a lot of other genocide that was going on way before the pandemic, cancer is a form of genocide, which is kind of what I've already said. But cancer is a form of genocide. And the fact that FDA won't ban toxic synthetic artificial products proves, I spelled that wrong. Proves, I put proofs. Proves they don't care about preventing any disease or virus. I have spell checked this so many times and I'm still finding one spell check shit. Anyways, they just want to make more fake money on the suffering of our slaved labored lives while they sit on their temperature control high seat. The government, which is kind of funny because babies sit in high seats, so it's like they're a bunch of babies running the planet. Oh my gosh, is that what that one baby movie is all about? I haven't actually watched it, but it's like kind of making fun of corporate shit. Like it's a bunch of babies make. Oh my god, maybe I should go watch that movie. Anyways, they're in high chairs and they like control the world and they shouldn't. Anyways, sorry, I lost my train of thought because I started thinking about that stuff. Anyways, the government is the cause of all wars, especially the war on race, right here in our own country, all over the world. Killing is everywhere, and we do need to get rid of all. Oh, and we do need to get rid of all guns, even hunting guns. They were created to kill, literally just that, kill. Anything that's creative to destroy people or kill people is evil magic, evil science, whatever you want to call it. Hated to break it to everyone, but we are not hunters anymore. We are growers and gatherers. We don't need to hunt anymore. We know how to feed the world without killing animals and humans. This spiritual awakening is a plant-based food style or whatever you want to call it. Earth Creator provides all the food we need, and that food grows over and over, literally, seasonally. Plus, we digest it better. There is science out there that tells us that we really don't digest meat that well. It's probably what's giving us the cancer because they treat the cows horribly, and those cows are treated horribly, so their meat is going to be horrible to us because they were traumatized and abused. I don't eat meat anymore. We're eating traumatized and abused meat. So of course you're ingesting that energy. That abuse and that trauma on those cows and pigs and chickens, you're absorbing it because you're fucking eating it. I don't care what. Like, I'm so fed up with people telling me that, well, you can choose to be vegan, but I'm still going to eat my meat. Well, you're fucking stupid for still eating meat. Period. The end. Earth Creator provides all the food we need, literally seasonally, plus we will create an environment that the animals are no longer being traumatized and abused. That is already happening and will continue to evolve. So we know it is possible for change. Change is all around us. It is good to change and evolve. We do not need the government to help heal this world, but we do need the ones already in the system to help heal the broken system. The ones who have been giving we, the people, a voice with their own voice and media platforms. Those politicians that want change are our superheroes for this world, and we need to keep helping them. They cannot and should not have to do it on their own. We need to work together. We can still use their systems in our life, but we need to reinvent them in a way that actually is helpful for everyone. Modernize them and not just use them for more trauma and abuse like the abusers before us have done. Put the real abusers in the cages and let out the innocent victims of the corrupt injustice system so they can heal with us, create with us, and thrive and live with us. Seems like a lot, but I promise we have the power to take it on. And we have plenty of time to create it. And we need to start now, not later. Future generations, younger generations, they're already showing that they're not going to tolerate this shit even more than we're not tolerating this shit. But we need to stop having it to where the kids have to step up and take action. We ourselves, older, and I know there's a lot of people already doing it, and that's great. But there's a lot of us who just sit on the sidelines and watch everyone else do shit. And we just kind of like, oh yeah, I support you, and share that meme or whatever. Sharing memes don't change the world. Uh, they just make you laugh a little or whatever. Like we need action. Okay, have your actions start following what you've been presenting this whole time. Um, Words can only do so much. We are the majority. The abusers are the minority. Their controlling world is coming to an end, and that is what they're afraid of. And use their fear of losing control of their slaves to literally put fear into us by telling some crazy story about the end of days and hell torment. Shit, the hell is here on earth. But we are the new beginning. We are the new hope, the new creators. We want to create true peace of mind for we wanted to create true peace of mind for myself and everyone in this world. At first, we didn't know how we would do that, and it was frustrating. Then, this journey of reconnecting with our true, authentic self, using our real voice, we found the peace in our own true light and the new hope we needed, which was mind blowing. By the way, I had moments where I was weirding myself out and blowing my own mind, but then I just laughed because my conditioned self was talking to my higher self. We have a lot of conversations. We're starting to be more of just us, in a sense that my conditioned self has been healing and is, I guess, leveling up to higher self, because they are still kind of two different people in a way, but eventually they're just going to be one person, because that's what happens when you get to heal from everything you've dealt with. Anyways, I'll go into more of that more later, but our conditioned self is tired and needs sleep. Our higher self has the fucking energy because they've been tucked away in some dark place, just sitting there waiting to come out. And that's what I'm trying to get everyone to do. Is like, let your higher self come out, because they're going to have the fucking energy to take on this corrupt world. And that's what I want people to realize within themselves. It's all in yourself. It's not with someone else. It's all within yourself. We all have it. Um Anyways, I was blowing my mind. But then I just laughed at myself and accepted it. The reality is way better than what we have been living in. So now it's just our truth. We hope this truth finds you and helps you heal, so you discover your true, authentic self and actually start living. Go thrive in life to the fullest. I command you with the kindness and confidence that you will no longer have background sadness. No more on autopilot. No more feeling numb. We are meant to love life. Love yourself, love life, create your happiness. Tell your story so you have control over it. Find your destiny. This is our destiny. This is us. This is our creation story. I hope you fall in love with the spiritual awakening and no way at all fear it. We created this with unconditional love, trust, and respect for all cultures on this planet and even in the universe. We love you, and we love that we get to share this with you. Peace within our earthlings. Our new safe world is being created right now, and it's time to go into the next phase of holding all abusers accountable from every corrupt system we have. To change the politics, we have to become the politics. We have super creative minds. We are the change that we need. We are the change we need. Get involved. No more hiding. The earth and all of us need you. Go find your superpower. I love using these words because I know you guys are going to connect with it, because you love those fantasy worlds that depict our world, and we need to learn from them because they're going to help us defeat the evil in our own world. And that's why I wrote it like this, was because I knew it would connect with us, because we've been watching anime and Marvel and DC and all that shit. Even in those, you can see the evolution of our world because it depicts our reality. Queer people had to hide. They were the villain and all that shit. But then later on, when stuff gets redone, like my favorite one to talk about is Maleficent. Like, the old cartoon made her out just to be some evil bitch who cursed a child. But then Maleficent, that movie came out, those two movies came out, and it showed a different side. It showed that the fucking king cut off her damn wings. So of course she's gonna be angry. She had every damn right to be angry. Which, like most women, we have every damn right to be angry. because we've literally had our rights taken away from us. We've had our wings clipped for so fucking long. It's exhausting. And then that movie got to portray her as less evil and tell her story. And I think that's so great and awesome. And that's why I talk about telling your own story. Tell it in the way, even if it's just YouTube videos. I don't care how you do it, just do it. So that way we can learn from each other. And this book, my future self is going to find this book and read it and be like, holy shit, there it is. And I'm going to be able to like snap into, hopefully in my next life, there still won't be abuse and trauma going on, because I really hope this lifetime I change all of that. But if for some reason my next life there is a tad bit abuse and trauma, this book is going to help me find my true authentic self again. And that's why I'm sure if I figured out my past lives, there's probably a book out there or some story that I can read or watch and learn from myself from a past life. And that's what I believe in. That's what Earth Creator believes in, because that proof is all around us. We know it's there. There's kids who have memories of their past lives, but we always just kind of discredit it and made, oh, they just have a crazy imagination. No, dude, it comes from somewhere. It is influenced somewhere. Imagination has to have influence in order for you to go deeper with it. And that's why I wrote this book how I wrote it. But anyways, that's the end of that section. So I'm going to quit this video and go into my next section of the book. But until then, keep healing and stay kind.